All right, man. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Harakwakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone who rule and teach well, and to the other Akim out here pushing his truth into the four winds. Keep pushing, Akim. We almost out of here, man. All right, I'm going to go into this lesson on the black woman and how Esau basically set up a certain part of his system to keep her single. And the reason that he wants to keep her single is to keep the Israelite man from having his family structure, which in turn, brings him power, and it sends out powerful young men to go out and serve the Lord and not to be niggas. You know what I'm saying? But the title of this lesson is, basically single by design, and things don't happen overnight. The attitude and that person that you see walking around, that black woman today, with the fake hair, the fake eyelashes, the fake bodies, the poisonous mind, the fuck. It was manufactured. Everybody is not gonna look the exact same. Everybody is not gonna act the exact same. Okay, so this behavior is manufactured, and we're about to go straight into it. And of course, we're coming with the scriptures, bro. Right. So how does this single by design? I mean, like, where does it start? Does it start with Esau, or does it start at home via Esau? Man, because our people are so poisoned, and because our people was educated by Esau, it starts at home, man. Okay, the family starts that single by design mind frame into these little girls, and I'm gonna tell you why. And you might not agree with me, but it is what it is. Numbers don't lie, people do. When you get that little girl at home and you're telling her she's a queen, she's a princess, and she needs a king and she needs a prince, you're basically letting her know that she's part of the upper echelon, and that's fine. Building up your, your little girl's confidence or whatnot and esteem. But you also have to be in reality, because that girl is going to grow up now through the power and spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. She is a princess if she knows who she is. If she doesn't know who she is, she's nothing. But the parent, more than likely, is a woman who's going to be telling her daughter, basically aim for the stars when it's time to date. So that daughter is going to be pre-programmed into not dealing with average guys and average looking guys, starting from home with mom. Now, 9 times out of 10, that girl is going to grow up to be an average girl with an average job, but she's not going to want to date average guys. And it's kind of insane, if you ask me, because you have to be in reality. As a so-called black man, we make the less compared to the other nations in America, maybe, except for Issachar. But you're basically setting her up to have her thinking that suitors are going to be busting down the door coming to get her, and they're going to be six-figure guys, and that's not the case. Your daughter is average. She deserves someone average. If she's raised right, if she carries herself right, somebody above average would get her. The difference between men and women is this: we don't date a woman for what she got in her pocketbook. It's vice versa. So it definitely starts at home, and dealing with the fact that it starts at home. Matter of fact, before we go to the next topic, I need to get a scripture for this one. Okay, I'm gonna get a. Let me see what I'm gonna pull out on this one. I'm gonna go to Isaiah 3:12. Isaiah 3:12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy paths. So, just dealing with this topic, it says children are their oppressors, and that's going into the so-called white man, and women rule over them. And women, they're not big on discipline, and they have their head in the clouds, and they're not big on reality. So you have a woman in charge of this girl, and you have the so-called white man is the teacher of the mother of this little girl. So what kind of education you think she's going to get? She's going to get a bunch of basically smoke blown up her behind, and she's going to think she's something that she's not, and it's going to manifest into a beast later on in life. Okay, so it definitely starts at home. It definitely starts at home, man. Okay, so going to the mother and the fathers do it too. I can't leave them out. The times that the is present, man, don't date him. He ain't this, man. Nigga, your daughter not shit. What you mean? This dude has a 9 to 5. He has a clean record. He minds his business. He lives alone. Um, he has clean hands. He's a plumber. He's an electrician. He works at the plant. That's not good enough. And that's the reason your daughters, when they aim so high, they always miss. And that's why they have so many sexual partners. Okay, because of dating. Dating. That's another thing. We'll talk about dating, but the guys that do deal with them, in their youth when they nice and tight bodied, they have sex with them and they basically cast them to the side. Something else, man, on the way of growing up. You know what I'm saying? And you can basically tie this in to the first reason. Going back, it starts with the family. Those Disney movies, those movies where everything is picture perfect. Those movies with a perfect love at first sight, the perfect date. I'm gonna pick my man. I know what I like. I know, I know since I've known since a child, or how my future husband, is gonna sweep mouth my feet and all that. Man, in reality, it's just not like that, and that's why it's television, and television has a very, very huge impact on developing minds. Okay, and it gets you into a Edomite, Greek, Roman mentality as far as what love is. You don't understand what love is. Love is obedience at the end of the day. When you understand what a woman was created for, she has no business going out and picking her own husband because she's not mentally competent enough to do so. You let your father do that. You let your brother do that because a man is not made to be eye candy. A man is made to protect, to provide, to rear his children, and to teach them the ways and the truths of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And your father and your brother is going to make sure that that man is going to do those things. And you could probably listen to me from an American mind state and be like, well, that's not right. That sounds like an arranged marriage. Yeah, that's what the fuck it is. America has, American women have free reign to do what they want to do as far as their relationships go, right? You don't agree with arranged marriage, but you look at the divorce rates from arranged marriages and you compare them to marriages over here in America, and numbers don't lie. People do. It doesn't work. At the end of the day, women choosing their spouses, it doesn't work, and the numbers are here to prove it. You go overseas and you look at the arranged marriages. They don't get divorced. They don't get divorced. That's taboo. It's taboo. Women get with one man and they mate with him their whole life. That's all they know. And they're happy. They're sexually satisfied because they don't have anything to have a comparison about. Women in America are not sexually satisfied with their partners because they didn't have so much variety. And when you've had so much variety, your palate changes, man. And I'm gonna use a metaphor to keep it nice and PG. If you've had every fruit in the world, you're not gonna want just a banana every day, man. And when these women have every shape, size, color, and creed, sometimes they're gonna want something different, even if it's a downgrade. And that's because the body and the human flesh is wicked, bro. You should have never had the chance to do these things. And it defiled you and it made you dirty and nasty and stinky. Okay? I'm gonna go to Jeremiah 10 and 2. As far as these Disney movies or these love story movies that don't really happen in real life. What does it do to the people, these developing minds? It makes them think that that's going to happen to them, and it's never going to happen. It's just going to keep them single and looking for something that's not there. Jeremiah 10 from the top. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord power. Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them, for the customs of the people are vain. So learning the way of the heathen, that the American marriage system, the American way of dating, having sex with all of these different suitors, and then trying to find somebody to settle down with. The Lord made you to He made your body and your mind and your spirit to be able to deal with one man for your whole life, unless that man dies and you get remarried. Okay, you have to keep it legal, and the Lord will protect you. So when you're dealing with all of these different men and these different men having sex with you, your body wants to be with these different men. Okay, when these different men shoot their load up in you, it changes your DNA, and there's so many DNA. I mean, sperm is a set of instructions to your body, right? And when you have those many conflicting set of instructions going inside of your body, it's just going to throw it all out of whack, and it's going to manifest in the spirit. You're going to have these crazy ass women that you see walking around here, man. Okay, it's oh, bro, these women are something else, man. You got to stay away from them. Another thing that contributes to what they've become is their peers. Okay, their peers. I'm gonna be honest. For the most part, parents don't teach you the nasty, degrading, debaucherous things that these women do. Their friends do. Their friends tell them how to go down on a guy. Their friends tell them how to get high. Their friends tell them how to lie about who they pregnant for. Their friends lie and show them how to scam. Their friends are the ones that end up sending them, getting them locked up for the first time, um, getting flipped, and having multiple sex partners at one time, um, having orgies. Come from their friends because they're looking for acceptance, right? They want to be cool. They want to be grown. And who educated their peers? So going back to the ones that we named before this, family, and basically those movies they grew up on. But now you have your peers that you're dealing with at school or wherever outside of your family, and now you're just about to start making these things kind of take off. So you got the little kids at school holding hands, kissing, and at this time, in 2024, they're doing more than that. On the bus, they're going down on each other and all of these different things. All right, okay. Friends, man. For anybody that's listening, your friends introduce you to the introduced you to most of the off things that you do now, man. Things that you witness. If you're not strong enough to handle it, you will become it. I can look at a rap video with people flashing guns and doing drugs and all of these things, and it's not going to influence me to want to do any of it. I just watch it because it's entertaining. And another person, a younger person, will watch it, and then he will emulate it, and it'll be coming out of him, and he will become it. All right, and that's what these young women do. They see Cardi B on TV, they see Meg Thee Stallion. They go on social media, and they see all of these chicks twerking and doing these challenges in these skimpy clothes, and they want to do it, and they start doing it. All right, they see their friends dating, hopping in the car with dudes, and they start dating and they start doing it, and that's when their value starts going down tremendously, automatically. The second that they start having sex and get involved in sexual activities and basically building up that body count, their value goes down because that's what the Lord made them for. Okay, like I said, men don't go looking for, real men don't go looking for women based on a socioeconomic status. You want a girl that's just basically attractive. I'm gonna be honest, attractive and just not a straight dummy. Average woman's mental for the most part. But men don't really date based on what she got in her pockets. A man wants a woman that has a low body count, that keeps herself up, and that's not a complete dummy. Okay, it's not a complete fucking dummy. Let me get all right. Let me go back over here real quick. 1 second. Okay, and that multimedia basically programs. these women, these girls, how to behave because they emulate what they see. So that's the reason that you don't see variety when it comes to fashion amongst our people. Everybody dresses the same, everybody talks the same, and everybody moves the same because entertainment basically programmed them when they were younger. Why you don't see nobody wearing baggy pants? Talking about even with men, and it's harder to program a man than a woman because it's cool and it's fashionable now to wear tight pants. Well, what if I didn't want to wear tight pants? What if I wanted to wear some Jabos from 1996? Okay, you're gonna be looked at as a fucking fool, and you're not gonna be able to deal with the women that you want to deal with, and that's on a man's standpoint. So just imagine how a woman feels. She's going to do whatever. She's going to do whatever it takes to be at least in the middle of the pack, and she wants to be at the head of the pack. So she'll go above and beyond. She'll dress like a super whore. She's going to be super easy. Okay. And all of them chasing the same types of guy. Okay. So all of them sleeping with the same types of guy. And all of them have multiple bodies. And they throw all that makeup on their face and they smoking and all this shit. And they've, on top of them having multiple bodies, they age faster than us. And the difference between a man and a woman is when a man stops doing certain things, his body rejuvenates itself. He starts looking vigorous again. With a woman, it's almost irreversible based on the time that I've been living on this earth and the things that I've witnessed. You know what I mean? The Lord made men more durable anyway. So it also definitely goes into a programming. And when you understand who's at the head of the entertainment industry, is Esau. And let me get a scripture for him. If Esau did not want whorish music put out, it wouldn't come out. When you understand that the record companies, right, they are in control of something called creative control. If they didn't want these rappers rapping about saying niggas and all this and rapping about dope, it wouldn't be so. They purposely tell these rappers and they purposely pay them millions and millions of dollars to become degenerates so that you can become degenerates. Okay, they pay these guys millions so it can trickle down to you and that you can be programmed into what we see today. Right. This is Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. That whole entertainment segment, and that's why it's going down. That whole entertainment segment programs our people into being who they are right now. Tattoos on your faces. You can't keep your pants pulled up. You can't keep your Johnson out of another man's woman. Sliding, riding on one another. Everybody got to have a gun. Don't even have no real beef and altercation with one another. If you get into it with another nation, you give them a pass. Okay, and the list goes on. That's programming, bro. That's programming. And when you're applying that to women, and that programming equals what? Just that thought behavior. The fuck? I don't give a fuck. I'll fight a nigga. I'll be your little side thing. I know you got a good. I'll be your side thing because I got a dude. You can be my side thing. I'm talking. Then just dumb. Here, take this. What it is. They don't even ask that. You give them these dumbass girls anything. He'll take it. They just gonna ingest it. Don't even ask what it is, man. Dumb as hell. And they're programmed. And it's basically once they get to a certain point, bro, they're no different than a old bottle. You don't want that, man. Okay. Pops got something for us, man. You just wait. Okay. And right, so when they're programmed how to behave, guess what ends up happening? They end up pregnant and all these other things, and they end up getting into it with the guys that they into, and they get to see how the real world operates. But guess who comes to their rescue when they end up pregnant? When that guy tries to get on their head, Esau, in the form of what? The police, law enforcement, benefits, Section 8, and it further swells this dumb beast woman into thinking she's something that she's not. Right? So the police gonna get in your business, so you can't deal with this woman the way that you want to deal with her. and straighten her out because she can't be straightened first and foremost. They're going to provide her and that child with a house in the name of, and they do it with Section 8. And a man can't be there. If a man is there, they can't receive those benefits. And Esau basically feeds them too with, food stamps or whatnot. So they feel like they have their own grounds and their own feet, and then they repeat this process. They repeat it and repeat it and repeat it. And next thing you know, you have a household in the middle of the ghetto on Section 8 with food stamps, more food than they can eat. So you got a household in the middle of the ghetto with no man in there, no guidance, right? And no guidance equals no discipline, no education, no culture, nothing real. So it's a house in the middle of the hood with 6 kids in there, one woman, 4 baby daddies, maybe 5, maybe 6, and you add that times millions and upon millions. Okay, single by design. You can't get around this, man. You can't get around it. And ultimately what happens is these women, these, if you can call it that, these creatures and these beasts become so set in their ways, they pass it down to their daughters, right? And their daughters become bigger and worse monsters than them. And they also become very, very loyal to the so-called white man because the so-called white man basically protects them and feeds them. Let me get a scripture real quick. Sirach 7:7. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Ecclesiastes 7:7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. So that gift is Section 8. That gift is food stamps. All right. That gift is bring this sucker to child support court, and we're gonna rob them together. So she's loyal to this system. She's down for this system. She's with this system. And Esau, the system, is her baby's daddy, bro. And that's why when holy hell breaks loose and there's a bounty on your head, your baby mama is going to be one of the first people to give you up. She hates your guts right now. Okay. I hope this was edifying to somebody. And I want to give all infinite honors, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Habakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And to the other Akim out here pushing his truth into the four winds. Keep pushing Akim, Kwam Yasharala. Abal. Until next time, man.